good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. What's good? What's going on, Juan?
What's going on, my brother Mark? How's your Sunday going?
That is going good. Good football games are on. My Giants won again. My Giants, baby.
What they at? 3-1?
My Giants, the Giants are 3-1 now. Yeah, Giants. Yep. Yep.
Oh damn!
Chuck, my Giants are 3-1. What Philly, did they win? Philly win today? What's that? Four?
4-0.
Baby. 4-0, baby.
Are they 4-0 now? Oh, here we go. Oh, snap.
You know, I don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it, brother.
You don't got the jersey on? You ain't going crazy with the jersey?
Nah, I'm at Chuck E. Cheese at the moment. I'm in the parking lot.
Oh, snap. Oh, yo, man. You gotta tell people you got kids, man, before you say you.
No. No, it's one of the boys' friends' birthday. They had a thing at Chuck E. Cheese, so the king gotta make it a presence and whatnot.
Yo, this dude look at. I was gonna say, yo, just in the parking lot. What's going on?
No. They're inside celebrating. I told them I'm gonna step outside, to the car. I got something to do right quick, but save me a piece of cake.
Yo, Powaful Impak SP says, I've been looking forward to this one, man. So we're gonna talk about the hair in a minute, but y'all still want to talk about your teams, man? I just, my Giants are doing their thing. They're doing. Hopefully, they can keep up this pace, and we'll see what happens, man. I'm not gonna brag. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna celebrate silently.
No, I mean the only, football. Yeah, that's my passion. That's my love. But my thing is, what's going on with these cats and these concussions and shit, man. That's where my mind's been at for the last 3-4 days. I mean, well, actually, since Thursday night. And the kid's name on tour, but he landed when he landed on the ground, and he started throwing up gang symbols. I'm not trying to be funny, but that was just the brain spazzing, and you have no control over it once your brain goes haywire. So you're sitting there throwing up tweaks, signs and shit, and people were making fun of it. And from a person that had concussions, a couple of times. I mean, thankfully, I never got to that point where I went into that type of convulsion and whatnot. But I mean, we gotta do something about that, man, because it's crazy. I mean, you're worrying about these $1 million contracts, and now if you close your eyes, your family, if you got an insurance policy, that's fine, but your family's not going to benefit from all that money. If you're not married and whatnot, and if you ain't got the stuff in the system. That's what I'm gonna say it that way. If you don't have your shit right, your family can suffer because of that.
Juan?
No, I mean, I've read about Tua. They say he probably had a concussion since Sunday. That he shouldn't even have been playing Thursday. So it's one of those things is, until the players get pissed off enough, owners are just gonna look at him as another number. You know what I mean? Just make me some money, and it is what it is. That's the way the owners are looking at it.
Man, they got an insurance policy on that dude. That's all I gotta say, man. But for some more fact checker news, let's talk about R.I.P. to Coolio first of all, man. R.I.P. to the King and his family, the donors and stuff like that. Man, great musician. I know people say he only had two hits, but he had more than that, man. He had some good music, man. Some great music. He was a great musician. Great. I heard he was a great dude. Like personally, I didn't know him myself, but I heard he was a good person. And shout out to Coolio, man. R.I.P. man.
Yeah, it was sad his sudden death. You know what I mean? But again, we don't know his. Unfortunately, some of these artists, their lifestyle. He came from that era where who knew what kind of lifestyle he was having. That part played a factor.
Yeah, Chuck.
Rest in paradise. I condolences to the family. They really didn't say what it was from. I think I think it's his road manager or one of his managers just said he went into the bathroom and dude, he didn't come out. So he went to go check on him. Just to make sure dude didn't fall in or nothing. So he went in and he was unresponsive, and he called the paramedics and whatnot. They they had to go in the bathroom. I don't know if he had his pants down or whatnot. Sad to say, man, but hey, you passing on the toilet or some cat. That's a lot of folks' dreams.
Yo, Chuck, you're going in and out. I don't know if it's the phone or the way how you got a position, but your voice is going in and out.
I'm sorry, man. I'll fix it. Give me a second.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's like a. You hear it, Juan, or no?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay, I just thought it was me.
I'll take care of it.
Don't worry about it. Number 2 is Jackson, Mississippi water crisis. They said I heard they can start drinking their water on September 15th. I'm not sure. That's what the story said, but that should be good news for Jackson, Mississippi, man. And hopefully that's true. What do you think, Juan?
I mean, I think that was pretty a quick fix for considering you couldn't drink the water for a while. All of a sudden, you could drink it. To me, it's just too quick of a turnaround. I think they're just trying to maybe mask the story a little bit. We'll probably have to find someone from down there speaking really about it to find out the truth.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna just cover it. I know they're probably trying to cover it up and go to the next story because of course it's disasters every day. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that has to be done right. That's all. It has to be done right, man. I don't know what else to say, man. What do you Chuck, you there? You fix your sound or?
It's still here, man.
Well, you still muffled. Yeah, it sounds muffled.
He's still working on it.
Okay.
I'm trying to work on it, man.
Don't worry about it.
I'm in the mobile studio at the moment.
Don't worry about it.
If for me personally, I mean, like Red said, it's too soon. It's kind of funny how they had that issue for it's been for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What about Flint? They didn't say anything about Flint's water. What's going on over there?
Yeah, is that water still relevant? Like what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like I know what you're saying.
I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, just that's why I got number 3. Like natural disasters, worldly. Like there's so many things going on with floods, tornadoes. Puerto Rico. Dominican. Like everywhere you look, this is a new place. Something's going on. Juan, you're not getting. You don't know anybody got infected in Florida or wherever, right? You know anybody that got?
Nah, I mean, lucky everybody that I do know there during this when hurricane hit Tampa. No one that I know home were damaged. Except for the ex-wife. Just one tree tipped over, and she was like, "Oh, that's it." So everybody else that I know didn't suffer no damage. No, their vehicles or their homes. So they was like, "Okay, cool." But of course, they're more inland too.
All right, because I'm like, man, I got a couple of people in Florida, but they in Tallahassee, so Tallahassee didn't really get hit. Maybe that's some rain or something. I'm not sure, but I'm glad no one got disturbed. Basically, what I'm saying down there. Let's go to number 4, man. Speaking of disasters, McDonald's, man, adult Happy Meals limited time run with collectible toys called the Cactus Buddy and Friends. Have you heard about this one?
Nah. First of all, adult Happy Meal, like
it didn't sound right.
What's in this Happy Meal?
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was adult toys or something. Now it's gonna be like the collectibles of the actual McDonald's figures, and then they got a new figure called Cactus Buddy, and he looks like I don't know. I think it's a hash brown. I don't even know what he is. I don't know what the hell the character is. It looks crazy.
You want to collect a damn hash brown?
I don't know, man. It's a weird character. I don't know what it is, man. If I knew what it was, I would. Oh, Chuck's back. Let's see what's up with. You fix his stream. And Chuck,
what's up?
I know you heard about the McDonald's thing, man. The McDonald's adult Happy Meal. It's gonna be a limited time with the collectible toys. You heard about it?
Yeah. I know somebody had said something about it. One of my friends had said something about it Friday. As far as the adult Happy Meal, unless it comes with stock shares, it's not for me. I'm dead serious, man. You know, don't get me wrong. I mean, I grew up on Mickey D's or whatever. You know, I don't eat it. You know, I might get, eat a fry or two, if the kids want something or get a Coke. But other than that, I'm not a real big fan of Mickey D's, man.
Nah,
not at my age.
Well, me neither. Shout out to Knicks for life, man. Salute Marquis, Juan, and Big Chuck. You just came in, so you're saying Big Chuck too, man. So
what up, Knicks for life? I'm just curious what food items are gonna put in this adult Happy Meal.
I don't know, man. I have no idea, man. If I knew, I would let you guys know. But I'm gonna play a little bit of this video before we get started, just so people know what we're talking about. So let's mute our joints and play a little bit of this.
The barber. I've been doing man weaves for about 3 years now, and I've been cutting hair for a total of 10 years. So the first step that we're going to do all the time is we're going to draw his hairline. This is the most important part because once you put the glue and the hair down, you really can't move it. I'm just going to go and I'm going to cut his hair down. We're going to give ourselves a clean foundation. We're going to clean the scalp with alcohol. So that way, when we go and we lay the glue down, it's going down on a perfect surface where it's really going to last the longest. The scalp protectant goes on after that. And then I use my Ghost Bond lace wig adhesive. So I use hair glue. I laid that the wrap down, and I just blow dried it. There's really not any special tools. Most of the stuff that we're using is stuff that's already being used in the barbershop when it comes to our clippers, our shears, things like that. In the barbershop, the things that we're really bringing in that are new to us as barbers is like the adhesives, the scalp protectants, the things like that, the hair that we're using. You see that stuff a lot more in like a salon than you would a barbershop. Now I'm taking the stocking cap, I'm putting it over that, and this is the final step of creating the base. It's going to help it last longer. This is what they call sweat durable, so it can really stand up to a lot more moisture than units that are glued straight to the base can. The units, they last anywhere from 1 week all the way up to 2 months. If you get somebody that really takes care of their unit's still gonna look, pretty fresh. You might have just some normal wear and tear, hair starting to peel away a little bit. They really just start to look like you need a haircut. This is black electrical tape. And just to make sure I get a nice straight hairline, I'm gonna lay that down as a guide, and I'm gonna take my Ghost Bond adhesive, put it right over it, and then I peel the tape off and I have a perfect line. The first step that I'm doing when it comes to laying the hair is I basically take the dreadlock, I comb out the very bottom of it, just about maybe a 1/2 inch to a 3/4 inch, and then I'm just laying it right on his hairline. So basically this is just creating a hairline going all the way around, and I'm laying them so where they fall out. So then when I go and I cut them on the edge, it looks realistic because you can still kind of see his scalp through the dreadlocks. For the rest of the unit, now I'm going to use the black hair glue. The black hair glue, it's a lot more durable glue. These dreadlocks, they get heavy. And so with this glue, when you lay it on there, it's going to hold on there tight. You're not going to have to worry about it coming off. I'd say the hardest part of the process is sometimes working with the clients and giving them exactly what they want. A lot of people will come in with unrealistic expectations. I try to be as transparent as I can with my clients and, kind of go off their situation and give them something that's really going to fit them and is going to look the most realistic. So when they're out in public, people aren't just staring at them and wondering what they got going on their head. The black hair glue does not dry transparent, so that's why I don't use it on that outer ridge. Like I said, when I cut down that outer ridge, I want to be able to see his scalp. So now it looks more realistic. So I like to go through and I might like pull some strands and make sure they're tight and just kind of compress everything. After all the hair's installed, now you're really just going through and you're going to do your haircut. Like once you put all the hair on and you get to start cutting it, that's when it really just feels like you're just doing a normal haircut. I'm just going through, I'm cutting down that excess hair on the front, and that's when it really starts to look realistic because now you can start seeing his scalp. You can start seeing the excess hair from the dreads is starting to come off, and you don't see the glue. And then I can go off and create my outline around the dreads and kind of create that separation. When a unit starts to really look good is when you start to edge it up. So you really get all types of reactions from the client. You never know what you're gonna get. I've had people cry. I've had people get up, give me hugs. Just really all types of things. A lot of these people that come in haven't had hair in maybe 10 or 20 years. And so you're really giving them their youth back. You get a lot of people that come in, they get their hair done, they get up, and they're just amazed with how they look. And, you know, some people don't know how to act sometimes. Here I'm using enhancements just to kind of blend anything in that needs to be blended in. If there's any seams or anything like that, I try not to use as much enhancement. If I can get away without using any enhancement on the unit, that's always my goal. But, you know, depending on people's balding patterns, sometimes you may need some to make it look more realistic.
First, welcome Erick Johnson to the show. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? What you showing up here, man? What's going on,
sir? Juan, take it away.
So it's you know, in today's society, it's becoming more and more acceptable now for men to put on hair pieces. You know, instead of the toupee, now you got this new style hairpiece that's coming out for men. And believe it or not, a lot of celebrities have been wearing, they won't say who, but they say just pay attention to some celebrities, how even your favorite athletes wearing these pieces. And I thought it was interesting because, you know, now with the way society is, if women can do it, why men can't do it?
True. Does that answer your question, Erick, while we're doing this?
No, this is just another situation of them trying to feminize the black man. So I don't know what this is. I'm just lost for words because this is what women do. Men should not be doing crap like this. Like I seen, like in the video, they had those fake, you know, off-brand Chinese Fetty Wap dreads. I was like, come on now, you blowing those things in on top of your head. Like if you losing your hair, like just wrap it up, man. Just going to get the DMX is over, dog. Like your youth is over with. Like I know that certain people want to be young. But like some things are just going to like extreme levels when it comes to your hair. Like just going through all that, you know, telling like the time and the cost for like this if you want to actually live to like have hair. But I don't know, man. I'm just flabbergasted. I don't know.
No, get that. That's why we want you on the show, man. More anybody show. Powaful Impak SP says, nice. I ain't mad at a man wanting to feel good about themselves. She says she likes a bald head too, though. It doesn't matter. You know, she just, I know SP, she's like the natural look. Whatever you like, she like. You know what I'm saying? So Chuck, what's up, man? You bald, what's up? Let us know what's going on, man.
I mean, as far as, you know, going that avenue, no, I wouldn't do it, but I'm gonna tell you one thing, man. I started losing my hair when I was 25. It was between wearing the caps all the time, football, you know, my helmets, and then my Kevlar helmets in the military. So, you know, I started with a small circle. Then it turned into the Wu-Tang symbol and shit. And then I'm like, damn, you know what? So I started getting it low. But then I noticed, I'm like, I try to hold on to it as long as I could, man. But it's just like, you know what, man? I'm like, you know, it's time for a new look, because at the time when I decided just to go, you know, just say the hell with the hair and just go bald, I had just, you know, got out of a relationship, and I'm like, you know what, it's time to reinvent myself, you know, change up my image, man, you know, get back, you know, be myself. So my 30th birthday, man, I went to the barbershop, got, you know, told old boy, yo, just use a straight razor, just ain't no point in me holding on anymore. But I rocked the baldy for 2 years, you know, straight, you know. But then, you know, I had a situation where, you know, she said she liked rubbing my head, you know. But then she said I would look nice with hair, you know. Not thinking, I'm like, all right, cool. And I used to be a delivery driver, so I was delivering to this one place in Newton where they do hair transplants. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what, I'm talking to the receptionist, and, you know, another thing, she was like, yeah, I like your head, I like your head bald and everything, but what did you look like when you had hair? So long story short, I ended up going in for a consult, and the doctor told me how it was gonna be, the micrograph and whatnot. He said that they was gonna take a strip from the back of my neck. And I'm like, I'm thankfully I don't have the hamburger, hot dog roll back in the back of my neck. Thankfully. But he was like, they'll take a strip from the back of my neck and they'll just dissect each hair follicle and then they'll implant it where I needed it. And I'm just sitting there saying to myself, I got a big ass head, and I don't need nothing else, bringing attention to it. I'm not about to drop no 15 grand for some damn hair transplant. But then, if I do to go to shave my head and people can see where the implants were, I'm like, man, you know what? I'm about to just do Charles Barkley. Fuck that. And left it at that.
Facts, you want that LeBron James on your mind or something, brother?
Nah. But see, with LeBron, he tried to be slick about it, by him putting the towel and shit on his head and then the wig cap. I'm like, come on, brother, man, you got all that goddamn money, man. Just, stop being fake to yourself, Just embrace the baldness. You ain't got to worry about investing in brushes. You ain't got to worry about getting you can buy hats and shit, but you ain't got to worry about combs, brushes. You ain't got to worry about getting up with bedhead. If you get up with bedhead and you ain't got no hair, that's called that's alopecia, or that's just straight up dandruff.
Juan, let's talk about the real reason we talk about this, man. I showed that video for a reason. What's up, man? You gotta let the people know?
So I'm gonna let the people know. So I'm going down to Florida for a wedding, right? So don't be surprised when I come back with a piece on my head, baby. So I'm actually gonna go try this. I'm actually gonna go down to Florida. I already got the appointment to have the man weave put on. And when I come back, I'm gonna
man weave now.
Yeah, baby, and I'm gonna display it right here.
He's gonna get it, man.
World premiere, like a Rap City music review or something, preview or something. You gonna do a world premiere?
Yeah, we'll do world premiere here.
We won't know which one he gets. He can get the waves, he get the dreads, he get the high top kid and play.
Yep.
He can get the soul glow. He can have his spray and everything.
He's gonna get the mullet like when I first met him when we were younger. He's gonna come out with a rat tail and a mullet. Already know.
He ain't gonna come out with the Joe Dirt, is he?
Listen, I'm not gonna say. I'm just gonna surprise people. I'm gonna be on here. You ain't gonna see my face until the reveal, and then who knows? Maybe I might even come back with some dread. I might be Rastaman.
She said, take off the hat. Take off the hat. She want to see it before.
Oh yeah. See, it's gone. It's aerodynamic, baby.
But he did have the Joe Dirt when I first met him.
And don't forget, I did have a high top too.
Yeah, you the only kid with a high top.
I should go find that picture and put it on. I should find the picture.
So that's one of the reasons I brought it up, because, like I said, I'm going down there. So they're actually trying to match up my hair color. So when I go up there, put it on, it can last up to 4 to 6 months if I take care of it well. And who knows? Because when you add up how much when I used to have hair, getting hair cut, it's actually cheaper to get that on. And who knows? If I look good on it, I might keep it on for a while. And maybe motivate other men to do it.
Yeah, you was the only person I know that $60 to get a damn haircut back when it only cost me, what, $5-6?
I'm actually excited. When he called me first, and I was excited, man. I was just like so giddy, man, like a kid. Because I always, not saying I want to get it, but I always was curious about who's going to get it or who I know will get it. And then when he called me, I said, yeah, it figures. It figures Juan would try it. It figures Juan would try it, man. So, I know everyone has different opinions, man. I don't really have an opinion. I just do want to see the process. I'm curious. I'm really curious, because I've been watching videos on it and stuff. You've been watching videos, Chuck?
Yeah, I've seen the videos, man. I mean, I got a couple of barbers and my, people I grew up as that are barbers now, and they were talking about it as far as even with the Carlos Bouger, when he came out with that shoe polish and shit all on his face and his head, and I'm just like, oh, really? I'm like, you look like a look like a damn you look like Spice Adams in one of his skits.
Spice Adams, dog. Damn. Way back, man. But you, what kind of other research did you do, Chuck? Because I know Juan got some stuff he wants to talk about.
Well, I mean, other than that one consult, man, I'm like, you know what? I'm not, because I think the dude said he said that the first is going to be he's going to do 5,000 graphs, and I'm just sitting there saying to myself, I'm like 5,000 graphs. And he was like, I think either $3 or $4 per graph, and I'm just sitting there doing the math in my head. I'm like, man, shit, I might as well just go out and get me a Cadillac if that's the fucking case.
Well, I look at it like this. It depends on your finances, because you know who has it done? Jamie Foxx. If you ever wonder why he got that tattoo on the back of his head, because he did that graph. So that's why he has that scar. Elon Musk has it. But of course, Elon got more money, so of course he,
But Steve Harvey was the first one to do it. Because remember when he had that high top, that was one of those wigs.
Yo, she said take a camera. Take a camera for the process.
Oh, my daughter's gonna be there. She said she's gonna do that. She's gonna record it.
So Juan,
I hope this don't end up on TikTok, because I don't want you to be a viral video.
You got to be a viral video. We're gonna make this dude big, so my podcast will get big.
Yeah, it's just gonna bring more attention to the podcast. If I get 1 million views, man, that's 1 million views coming this way.
Hell yeah!
But you also got to remember, a lot of those TikTokers, now they're making 6-7 figures.
Let's get that clickbait. But this is real clickbait. It's like this. He really wants to do it. It's not like he's doing it for a stunt. He wants to do it, so we're gonna make it part of the show. Why not? Making an experience and stuff like that. So you see the before, he's bald, and you're gonna see when he comes back, he's gonna have a different hairdo. So this is gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope for the cameras, dope for the show. You know what I'm saying? And dope for his confidence, man. Look what I got below, man. Like I got a couple facts. I said, hair can transform your personality. But guess what? People also get robbed, at gunpoint for their hair in these other countries, these poor countries, and the women get their hair, stolen and robbed, and all type of stuff. So it is dangerous to have good hair. The industry is insane. Women sell their hair to survive, like in these countries and stuff, man. Like these poor countries, they might sell it for $100, and that's a month full of supplies for them, right, or something, right? And for us, we sell it for like, I don't know, thousands of dollars, because we call it whatever the hair, the special hair is, right? And that's what it is. This real hair. And then we rob them. We rob Americans. You know what I'm saying? And getting here to the store is tedious and skillful. I was watching all the videos. Like Juan got me watching all these videos. In the process of them doing not talking about the real hair. The real is you grab the real hair and you bring it. That's it. But the process here with the plastic in it and all this weird type of hair they got, they gotta wash it, clean it, put it in a bucket, put it in the oven, steam it. They cooking it, they frying it, it's all type of crazy stuff, man. And I'm like, what's going on with this process? And it's all the stuff, all the chemicals going in on women's hair and now in men's hair. You know what I'm saying? Like with all this crazy stuff. And number 5 is www.curlfest.com. They have an event. This is so big. This is one of the biggest hair events ever, called Curl Fest. This is curlfest.com. You can check it out so you know I'm lying. It's the biggest hair event ever. And they have this, I think it's down in Atlanta or wherever they want to have it. I'm not sure. But I think it's 4 or 5 black women that own it, so it's dope. And they kind of like, what I'm saying? It's $1 billion industry, man. They're making a lot of money. So if anybody want to get in this industry, go there, contact one of these ladies and try to get on board. Pitch something. Maybe get on board with them. Man, so Juan, take over, man. I just wanted to give you some facts.
Well, yeah. Like I said, I'm going to Atlanta. To Tampa to do it. I'm gonna actually rock it at a wedding. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be my first. People down there gonna actually be the first to see it before people up here. You know what I mean? So and like I said, it's. I just seen. I said, you know what? I want to try this. I do miss my. The nice little brushing of the hair. Again, I haven't decided what style I'm going with. I'll probably decide when I get there. I was thinking all types of hairstyles. We might even put up a poll here. You know, I was even considering a Gumby. You know, bring it back. Just
the Gumby, the Bobby Brown kind of made it famous, but that was like a mistake haircut because him and his barber was looking at some females coming in the barber shop or something, and they both looked, and the clippers went up. It made the Gumby though for looking at some booty.
You know, I might make kid from Kid and Play get one too. Might come back with a high top. You know, who knows? I haven't decided yet.
Yo, you got to do it, man. Yeah, we should do a poll. We'll do a poll.
But it's gonna be fun, you know. And like I said, more and more men are doing it. So hopefully they see me and it looks right. Might inspire other men to be like, yo, you know what? Why not?
So Erick Johnson, why are you so I guess against this, con against it? I would say pro con against it. What tell us about it. What let us know.
I just want to know, during the long run, will it have any like effects on like people's health and stuff? Because you never know what these new inventions they come up with, and they always have to, specify for like certain people within our community and stuff. Because you know how it is when a man don't have hair and you just see, women with hair. Because you see certain things that women can do, certain men want to do it, but it's just so many stereotypes of them just putting negative factors on men out here within our community. But like, if you have like the money and the confidence to like do that, I mean, to each his own though. But I just want to think down in the long run, would it have any like major health effects on like people's health or mindset? Because you see these people get surgeries and stuff, especially these women, because they might like have less confidence in their bodies and stuff. But if it comes from like a man's, perspective when it comes to their hair and their hair loss, I want to know, will it have any like long-term like health conditions, down the long run?
What do you think, Juan? Did you do your research?
Well, yeah, I did some research, and the glue they use, because our hair isn't with women, the way they get their hair is more, you can say a little bit more difficult, complex. With us, it's pretty much, you could pretty much even use the kindergarten glue that the kids used to eat. So that's somewhat similar to glue they use, but except a little stronger, where it doesn't have no toxic.
They used to eat it. They wasn't eating it because they could. They would just eat. They're not supposed to eat.
Yeah. So the glue they use is pretty much non-toxic, because like they show, like, a lot where I had a lot of men, our boss part, that our hair ain't never going back. We might get a little peach fuzz in little patches area. So that's why they don't have to use such a strong chemical glue like they probably might have to with women that have more hair than us balding men. So far that I read, it has no consequences. And it's been around for a couple of years. It's just been picking up steam the past couple, with more and more men, doing it. And now you got shops offering it because they're like, oh, well, it's picking up steam. More and more, especially down south, more and more men, don't mind letting the world know, like, yeah, I got a little rug on my head that's going to be there for a couple months.
Yep.
Oh man, oh my goodness. It's like this. Whatever floats your boat, man. If you want to do that, that's you, man. But me, I'm so used to being, having the bald head now. I couldn't even picture myself with hair. I mean, but then again, all I gotta do is look at my youngest son, and I mean that's just me at a younger age with hair. As far as like the different types of glues and shit like that they're using, excuse my language, you got to do some serious research, man, because I know I've seen a number of females complain about the glues that they use, that they use on the lace fronts and stuff like that. Even my mom's who was a beautician, when I was younger, she still does hair, every once in a blue moon, but she tells her friends, to tell their people, she's not doing that because, she started out and during that carefree curl, the Jerry curl phase when, putting all the chemicals and shit in people's hairs and stuff. And she noticed,
do the Jerry curl. Do the Jerry curl. Oh, remember that
song? And like those chemicals, it's everybody's body's different, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, if you say, for instance, you have like alopecia or you have eczema, and the chemicals and interact with that, man. You can seriously mess yourself up. Whereas eczema, you can have permanent scars on your head, and it's crazy, man. But like I said, more power to those that want to go through that process. I'm good. Hell, all I need is a big razor, man, and I'm keep it moving, man. And some cocoa butter.
Yo, the Juan, man. You know what I'm saying? I got some facts down here, man. You know what I'm saying? This is just like some stuff that I just wanted to, wrote down. Like basically 14% of black people, period, in America, but we spend 85% of the money for hair products and hair. Believed to be spending over $10 billion a year, probably with product, just black people alone. 6 million pounds from India, 1.5 million pounds from China here imported to America per year. It's insane, man. So it's like now it's gonna be more money now. The black men are, contributing to this as well. Like it's like I say, it's starting to get famous with the men. And so what do you think about that? Like, what do you think about us adding to it without making profit off it? Because we still not making money off it.
Well, yeah, like I'm going in Tampa. I'm going to a black-owned shop that does it. So at least I know the profit's going to him. Unfortunately, where they get their hair, that's a different story. Because these third world countries, or some of these countries where people need money, they're willing to do whatever to make money. We're here in the States, people ain't really giving up their hair like that unless it's for a cause, like for either because they have a family or friend member that may have cancer. So how some people cut their hair real low and donate it. I know my sister does that. When her hair gets to a certain length, she cuts it and donates it. But maybe, who knows, if it picks up enough steam and people hear family members that do their hair grow quick, maybe they'll cut it and sell it to these shops here. You know what I mean? But again, I don't know what's the process for them to figure out if the hair is good to use or not. I'm not too familiar with how they package it and all that.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people you don't know because it's what I'm saying, it's a lot of chemicals and all type of weird stuff in their hair. And I mean, I'm saying you see the process, but you don't know because a lot of people try to sneak the hair in. A lot of it's like like this drug bust, this hair bust.
Yeah,
like we caught a hair bust instead of drugs. It's they catching hair, Indian hair or fake hair coming in, getting brought in from Korea or wherever, some other place in the country or something. You know what I'm saying? Chuck, what's going on, man? What are you thinking about this now, man? What are you thinking about?
I mean, like you said, they're doing they having these major drug busts and stuff, man. But like you said, these third world countries where these folks don't have the type of money. What's happening is they're kidnapping these people, these women and some of the men. They're kidnapping them and shaving their heads and stuff because I remember this is back in early 2000 when I was in Korea. We overheard some guys talking about it. That they were gonna go after this girl. These bunch of girls because they had their hair was down to their behinds, and I'm just like, what? So I'm just sitting there. I'm just listening to that conversation. I'm like, damn, is that serious? They out here snatching people up, just to take their hair. But then again, you go to these hair stores, man, where these people are going in, they going in there like they going into Best Buy or one of these other electronic stores, and just wiping out the whole selection that they got. And it's like, damn, is that serious?
Well, like I said, I put some thought into it, and I'm again, it's going to be fun because I'm going to be laughing my butt off when they start the process. Again, my dog going to be recording it, so I'll share with y'all. And like when I was talking to Marquis, we was just laughing, thinking about it.
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it because it makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy makes me happy.
Well, yeah, and like I say, it's going to be fun for the time that I get it. And if I enjoy it, listen, I don't mind keeping it for a while, you know. But I'm not, you know, again, so far everything I read, there's no side effect to once you wear it. But once it comes off, they want you to give your head like a week or two to, you know, breathe and stuff before you put it right back on. So it's not like, oh man, it's messed up, let's take it off today and tomorrow get a new piece. You got to give your head some time to breathe. And unfortunately, the closest place from here, besides, you know, if I want to do it again, I will have to go to New York because, you know, don't trust me. There's one place on Newbury Street, but there don't sound too confident.
You gonna do a Jerry curl? You gotta do a Jerry curl. Yo, we gotta do a poll. Who's, you know, what hairstyle should Juan get? But yo, here's some questions real quick. Juan, let's start it off, man. I'm gonna let you answer. Actually, we'll let the guest Erick start off answer first. Do you care where you get your hair? Like, so if you was gonna in this process, or your wife or your girlfriend is getting his hair, you gotta think about the people around you, Erick. They're getting all this hair, you know. So do you care where they get their hair from?
Yeah, that should be the number one factor when you're doing like a process, because you never know down the long line if this is gonna affect your significant other or even you for a long period of time. Because you don't know how these third world countries, you know, do different processes when it comes to like certain products that is coming into America. Just like the drug bust, you don't know what the process they're using to like make this hair. They just buying it, and you know, with the beauty hair products in the hair market is really highly controlled by Asians and stuff. So I could see if it was like benefiting our community, because we'll take more of a understanding and a process of like trying to take care of the customer. But like you never know in these third world countries when it coming from their different like vendors or like different like sectors in different places in the world, because they can just put anything in the shelves in the black community. Say if you have like a hair salon or like a store and they selling hair products, you don't know how long those products been on the shelves. You don't know how long certain items been up there. They'll just sell it to these people regardless. They just want to look good. They don't know like the effects that'll be down the long run. They just want to look good. They don't take the process of actually going through the internet, looking at these products, wondering what type of harsh chemicals they're using in the hair. Most of the time they just want to look good, because I don't know. It's just some women in our community will just do anything just to look good. They don't care how much it costs. They don't care what process they have to go through. So if I was doing it, or if a significant other that I love was doing it within my family, we would definitely have to do our research on that.
Yeah, well, I would hope people are doing it. But what about you, Chuck?
Yeah, just to piggyback off what Eric was saying. Yeah, you got to make sure, because I mean, these, you don't know what's in these products, and then your significant other now, if they have like a respiratory, like asthma or something, or they might have COPD or something like that, or they might have that sensitive skin, that they got to bathe in all types of lotion and shit because they got that old alligator skin. I mean, and whatever chemicals in that hair, that shit rubs off on the pillow, or she want to lay her head on your chest, and you mess around, you break, you get all the fucking bumps and shit on your chest. We gonna tell the dermatologist? My wife, my boo was laying her head on my chest, and all of a sudden I got my shit look like Rocky Roads and shit.
Nah, man.
I mean, it's like this, it's like they say, you got to do your research, do your due diligence, man. I mean, yeah, I know women that that have wig, that wear wigs every day, and I mean they have perfectly good hair up under it. It's just the fact that they don't want to put all these chemicals and stuff in their hair. They want to leave it natural, but sometimes, and they can't. They don't know how to control the natural hair. They don't know how to make it, make it look good. So they'll slap a wig on and whatnot. I mean, unlike like the old lady from the church that used to wear the 100 wigs and shit with the big old hats and stuff. It's a different time. I mean, now it's it's more acceptable for a woman to to have a wig on, even though she might have a full head of hair, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Juan?
Well, I did my research. So the place where I'm going to, they use real human hair. Now the question, because of my hair color, that's a little difficulty, to find my hair color, so they might have to dye it. Hopefully they're not, but you know, that's one of the questions I asked. I said, you know, is it 100% human hair? And it was like, yes. You know, and my hair, quote unquote, came from Canada, so it's from a Canadian somewhere. So
that doesn't mean it might be. It's good. I know Canadians. When you say
no,
Canadian,
I never said it was good.
People do think good when you say Canada. You go good. That's everything's good.
I never said it was good. So he said that's where they're getting you know, some of their hair from Canada. So I'm like, all right.
Then you gotta, like you said, do your research on that. You know, everyone in the chat saying do your research as well. But Juan, you know, the next question is like, you know, how is, you know, the hair made? You know, like I said, that's why you're running around saying, is it human? You shouldn't even have to say that. But there's so much stuff going on and so much bad illegal business going on with the hair business because it's $1 billion industry. I'm telling you, this is
to
make money. People kill people over this stuff. Kill people. People die over this hair. People die over hair. It's just crazy. People rob, steal. You see it on the news. Women going into stores all the time, bum rushing stores, grabbing hair and running out. Because it's so expensive. It's like it's a. You know, my mom's was on here earlier talking about it's a fad. It's not a fad. This thing is getting insane. Now it's men. Now men are gonna be running into stores, grabbing hair weave and grabbing wigs. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like,
running in the stores like it's Black Friday. Shit's terrible.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's Black Friday.
Well, you know,
all right, Mark, man. I don't want to see you on the 6 o'clock news running out with a handful of fucking toothpaste, man, on Black Friday. I will say I know that dude.
That might happen. SP, what's going on?
So SP,
I couldn't listen to y'all talk about hair anymore without because it most of the time the hair comes from monasteries. They are people sacrificing their hair for blessing.
You mean in India?
And they want
in India.
Yeah.
India. No, we're not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the other type of hair. You got to worry about
that is synthetic hair, and they wouldn't use that at a barbershop because synthetic hair is not pliable. You can't apply heat to it. It is not something that you can manipulate. So it would have to be human hair.
Oh, for Juan's situation.
Yes. It would have to be human hair. You couldn't use synthetic hair because it's not easy to manipulate.
So what about these women with the weave and they're using they're like the hot curlers and stuff like that? Would that
that's human hair. That's human hair.
I'm just asking.
If it's synthetic and you put heat on it, it's going to burn like nylon.
Okay, so
you know what I mean? It would burn straight through.
So it's basically gonna smell like Easter the night before Easter Sunday when Big Mom broke out the hot coal.
Exactly.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't getting horse hair. That was one of my main concerns. You know what I mean?
You burn that plastic.
Horse hair is way too rough to use on your hair.
So, you know, that's why I was asking these questions. Because, you know, I don't know what I'm going to get, but whatever I get, you know, I got to make sure I can lay it right.
So you saying with the horse hair, that's why, you know, a lot of these women, they were built like thoroughbreds?
No, most people don't use it. You would be able to, a horse's hair is not soft. And that is why you have the main conditioning and all of that stuff, because normally horse hair is not soft and it's not pliable.
So that's why, you know, a lot of these. So was that the reason why a lot of these women were getting that main product? Because I remember, like, when my mom used to, when she was in the shop, I noticed like a lot of the other beauticians, they used to whenever they went to the supply store, they'd pick up like 3 or 4 bottles of that stuff. So that was the reason why they were picking up those.
No, it's just a really great conditioner, especially if you have 4C hair and your hair is thickly curled like mine is. I have a tight curl pattern, so my hair is a 4C. So I can't go and use Jerry curl stuff or just plain hair grease, and then my hair is gonna be manageable. It's a process to comb my hair. It's about a 3-hour process. So when women are wearing wigs and women are wearing weaves, it is because this shit takes time, and a lot of us don't have 3 or 4 hours to spend every day trying to comb my hair.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, you should believe that, because I work 11 to 7. I ain't got 3 hours to stay up and try to comb through each section of my hair. It's a 2 to 3 hour process to comb my hair, because I have to do it in small sections.
So that's why y'all always late for the damn dates?
When you have even the women who have relaxers, it's at least an hour process to curl your hair and actually straighten the roots so that the hair lays properly. Or because if we walk around like bush women, ain't nobody talking to us either. So pick a struggle. You men are gonna have to pick a struggle. Because I've had an afro.
Come in like the bush, baby. Come in like the bush, baby.
I've had an afro for 5 years. 5 years. And the men that hit on me the most are Caucasian men.
Man, so shit, if you built like a bush woman, I don't give a damn what kind of hair you got.
So people say they like natural women until they meet natural women. People say they like real women until they meet real women. It's a bunch of bullshit, and you know it. You like a certain kind of natural woman, but the rest of us got to figure the shit out. So y'all need to stop that bullshit and quit acting like you want something that you know you don't. You want somebody with a certain grade of hair, and if they don't have that certain grade of hair, you ain't fucking with them. And quit playing with me.
I think the majority of men, you can't speak. First of all, we're not speaking for none of the men. I'm gonna speak for myself.
Shit!
When I say I like black women, I like women. My women be dark skinned. My women be real hair. You know what I'm saying? My boys know that. My girls, the girls I date, they braid their hair. They got real hair down to their knees. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with anything fake. You ain't getting no fake titties. You ain't getting no fake ass. You ain't getting no proof.
But they're going to have their hair braided. You do not want a woman walking around. I
love my girls' hair.
I have dealt with you dudes. You are the exception, not the rule.
But that's what I'm saying. So you can't group all niggas together. You can't group everybody together.
I'm just saying you are the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
And y'all know that.
Like black
and quit playing like you don't know what I'm talking about. Because as much as people say,
everybody here got nappy headed girlfriends, man. And why?
As much as people,
everybody got
my wife ain't got on nappy hair, man.
You are the exception, not the rule. And you know it. It's a very few of you.
I gotta agree with Mark. I don't like dating women that has extension or wig or fake hair. That's like a turnoff for me.
Well, too bad.
I said that before and a couple podcasts back too. I like my woman natural. So if you got like a wig or extension stuff, I'm like, I can't really mess with you.
You are the exception, not the rule. And then when we go to work, who's gonna stand up for us then? Because there's certain hairstyles you can't even. Your natural hair that grows out of your head is considered unprofessional.
SP, you're on my show. We're gonna talk about the subject. Let's get back to the subject. Let's talk about hair itself? Since you're on the show, you're hot. You got some fire under you. What about hair itself? Let's say, I got number 2 is how. No, actually, number 3. Number 3 is Indian hair like gold. Can you answer that? The Indian hair is gold, right? Like you were just talking about how women get sacrificed or they you know what I'm saying, cut their hair in India for like a. I've seen it before. I've seen the videos. You want to talk about that?
Well, it all depends on the processing of the hair, because all Indian hair, depending on the supplier, is not gold, because some people are not as thorough as other companies. So you will get packs of hair that have lice in them because they don't delouse the hair before they ship it. So you have to be careful where you get your hair from, and you actually have to check it when you get it.
Juan, you gotta go soon. So won't you wrap up what you gotta say and get out of here?
Yeah. So you know, like I said, I'm gonna do this in 2 weeks. I'll be heading down south to do this, and hopefully, I want to do it for myself. You know, I do miss. You know, I'm like Chuck. Yeah, it's great to shave the head, but I'm like, you know what? I do missing patting my head. So hopefully, me getting this, everything goes right. I could encourage more men in Boston to be like, yo, you know what? It's time for me to embrace this wig on top of my head and slap it on. To me, it's like, listen, when I was doing my research, they've been doing this since Egypt time, you know? Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? Let's make Big Sexy super big sexy, you know? And maybe, who knows, we might even get one on top of Chuck, too.
You on mute, Chuck. He wants you to get your George Washington wig.
Nah, I'm good, man. I rock the baldy, man, all day long. Less maintenance.
Less maintenance. I got the baldy too, man. Well, I got the hair. I got it low, so people think I got hair, but then it's a baldy. It's really a baldy, man. It's gone, man. It's gone.
Nah, man. I've been rocking. Like I said, I've been rocking a level 0 since 05.
So Juan, you know, promote, say something positive before you get out of here, man.
Like I said, you know, I just want people to do things that they enjoy, do it for themselves, nobody else. You know, like I said, in 2 weeks, you know, if everything works out, I'll come in here, reveal the magical hairdo. We're gonna take a vote, see what some hairstyle I should go for. You know, and it's gonna be interesting. And again, my daughter will record it, and then we'll. You know, if everything works out, we'll chop and screw it to make it a short video. We don't want to make it into the whole, however long the process is. Because they say it might take like, it's not that long. It might take like an hour and 10 minutes to do it for men.
Well, it depends on the hairdo, I think. I think if you do the dreads, it's
long.
Yeah,
depending on the hairdo, you know what I mean? But if I get like you know, like some C-thick waves or something, I'll be quick, you know. A little small high top, that'll be somewhat quick. You know, if I get a high top or like you showed earlier, some dreads, you know, that might be a little longer.
Yo, man, I'm more excited than you, man. I gotta check this out, man. All right, Juan, man. Yo, you know what I'm saying? I'll talk to you later, man.
It's a pleasure, everybody. Chat with y'all later.
Peace. I can't wait to see what he look like. It's gonna be great.
So, Chuck, man, who makes the most in the hair business, Chuck? Who you think's profiting the most? Chuck, who do you think is making all this money, man, off this hair? Billions of dollars, man, every year.
You know who's making the money, not us, not our people.
Exactly, not us, yeah.
Plain and simple. And I mean, and the thing about it is, okay, you know, they utilize, you know, they're using us as their test subjects, you know, because, you know, they're putting all these products out and, you know, they got these celebrities and influencers doing this stuff. And, you know, like I said, you would never even know Steve Harvey had, you know, his was a toupee for the longest. I think, like you said, Jamie Foxx, and I think there's another male actor that does it, but I can't remember the name. But it's like, you know, like, hey, plain and simple, it's not our money. We're not the ones, you know, capitalizing off of it. We're the ones that are, you know, we're the consumers. We're the ones that are basically, you know, we're addicted to it. And I mean, until we find out that process, we're still going to be on the bottom tier.
SP, what do you think?
I think that people are, because for a long time it was a monopoly. It was very hard for black hairstylists to even um, get the hair wholesale. So I think they are finally breaking through. There are several black owned hair supply shops here in Dallas, and they're starting to expand. So I think, as with anything that we venture into, we have to break the glass ceiling in order to get through, and they're finally finding ways around it. But for a long time, it was a monopoly, and they wouldn't allow us to even have the knowledge on where to buy it wholesale.
No, that makes a lot of sense, man. You get, they don't tell you about the game. They're not gonna tell you about the business. It's every business, like you said, could be the hair business, the steam business, the carpet business, whatever it is. We've never started it. We came based on, they were in charge. They would, whatever, right? White power, all that shit. So, so I get it, man. But I know the next question is just so we can get through these questions real quick. We can keep talking about whatever. You can veer the conversation wherever you want. But I know women, they spend a lot of money on hair products and getting their hair done per week, per month, per year. I'm talking about 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 per year. More than that, you know what I'm saying? And people are calculating, these women are calculating how much money they're gonna spend on their hair during their lifetime. And some of it's like $500,000, $1 million. That's ridiculous, man. So SP, you said you go natural, you don't really use a lot of products, you spend a lot of money?
No, I don't spend a lot of money on my hair. I try to be as natural as possible. So I stopped with relaxers years ago. And it's just finding, you actually have to do the work and finding what works for you. And it took a long time to find things that weren't going to make my hair hard, conditioners that weren't going to make my hair hard. I actually reached out overseas and asked, because what better place to ask than Africa? People who have dealt with their natural hair for a long time on what products I should use in my hair, because that knowledge is not granted to me just willy-nilly. You have to actually do the research. And so, yeah, but for my sister, she spends a lot more money on her hair, but she likes styles, and she likes to go to the beauty shop and, that kind of thing, which has never been my jam. So there's that. But
yeah, she gets her nails done and her toes done, and she does all that stuff. But she's girly, right? That's what they say.
Yeah, and I do manicures and I do pedicures and all of that. I just don't want to sit for hours in a beauty shop listening to you talk about your dude. I can't do it. So I
I hear you, man.
Have that kind of patience.
I don't either, man. Yo, Chuck, you there? Chuck, you there? Chuck, are you there? I know you. Chuck. No, maybe he's not.
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm here.
We were talking about, yeah, what we were just talking about, how much you spend on hair. Was you spending a lot of money on your hair when you had it? Would you spend money on bed products? What do you spend a lot of money on?
Like I said, man, back then,
you got back hair, Chuck.
Back then my hair, my haircuts, anywhere $10-15. Even you get yourself one of those a good bull brush. If you had the money to get a wave cap, you get a wave cap, or you just get one of mom's old stockings, and just throw that on your dude. to try to get your little waves and stuff. I mean, I wasn't all about the 360 waves and stuff, but I always try to make sure my hair looked presentable. Even when I had the afro, I used to put I stole one of my sister's bandanas, to wrap my hair, to put it in my helmet because when you got an afro and you trying to put a helmet on and you take it off, man, it looks, you looking like Pops from Friday and stuff. So
with the mushroom belt,
but like,
mushroom tie, man.
Yeah, with the mushroom belt and the coordinating vest. Nah, but I mean, me, I always try to, I always got like either a low fade or a Caesar, depending on the year or whatever was going on in at the time. I mean, I had the high top. I never, and I repeat, never had a Gumby, and that wasn't my. I didn't even like the way it looked. Even though it was a fashion statement, and a lot of folks had that. Either I had the high-low fade, or when moms used to get it, moms would get you a level 1 and call it in a part. That was like what, $3-4. Well, I mean, it was like $5. Give or take, whatever. Back in the early '80s, but the most I would spend on a haircut, no lie, man, I'd say about $25, and that includes a shave. And you get that Murray grease or that Crown Royal, that Royal Crown or whatever the hell that grease, or even that Blue Magic grease.
The Blue Magic that lasts be in the house for 4 years. That one can.
4 years, more like damn near a decade, man. Or you get that that Lester pink oil.
The pink oil. I remember that.
The pink joint,
that was popular in the black
even
community. The pink oil, yeah.
even though that was somewhat associated with the Jerry curl. I mean, you get the pink oil, or you get that what's the other one? I can't remember. It came in a white bottle. I mean, like I said, my mom's is a beautician, so I had a lot of that stuff at home. So the most I'll say in general, all together, I say I spent about $30, give or take, on hair maintenance.
If we knew our hair was gonna be worth money, if you think about it, well, we know like women's hair it was always worth money. Women's hair, but they never usually used to like try to go after men and cut their hair, right? I'm just saying there's no demand for a man's hair. So can you imagine how they need that man's hair now to do all these things they're doing now? You know what I'm saying? With these man weaves and stuff like that. So that's kind of insane that now all the hair that we did have was like millions of dollars on the floor, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, SP, man, what's going on? Were you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. What you think about this conversation, man?
I mean, hey, it is what it is. You do what you have to do. And I think if it makes you feel good about yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Yeah, you're right. I asked Christy in the chat, how much she spends. She didn't tell us how much she spends. She avoided the question. See how she's a politician, but she did say she don't spend much. Shampoo without alcohol, because it's damaging. I use Rockin' oil spray for conditioner on my hair. It's not that expensive, so I guess she doesn't use. But women. I mean, it's $1 billion industry for a reason. Women are spending a lot of money on these products, and so is now men are. So like that's why we're having the show. And the reason like I told you, the reason we had the show because Juan's actually going to do it, and I believe he's going to do it. So I want to embrace it and then talk about it because I started looking into it, and it's amazing. I didn't know it was this much money. When you start looking at the topics, that's why we do the show, because at the end of the show, we want to talk about how can we get some of this money? How come we're not making this money? What's going on with the money? Where's the money at? You know what I'm saying? Whatever topic we have on the show, it leads to money, and how come we're not making some of it passive income or whatever? Or how can we get to it? You know what I'm saying? So
for me, I order most of my hair products from Africa.
Like directly from Africa, like an African site or something?
So it actually costs me, I spend maybe $120 to $150 a month.
because what I buy lasts for at least a month. When I was using the stuff here, it either made my hair hard or because for some reason it makes it really stiff. And but I found that because the ingredients that I need are already there.
Yeah. Yo, Rain, yo, y'all gotta check out Rain, man. Rain's a dope rapper, man. He says a can of Dax and that orange can would last 10 years, bro. LOL, you laugh. That's funny, man. Yeah, those cans did last a lot. The grease was thick. That grease was thick, man. But
yeah,
Chuck,
when I was wearing a relaxer, it was way cheaper to do my hair.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, because the relaxer is like $8 and some Blue Magic hair grease was 99 cents.
Blue
And
Magic hair grease. They had the green one too, the blue one and the green one.
yeah, you had the curling iron, and that was it. You could do magic with that and some gel. But I stopped relaxing my hair because of the chemicals. I didn't want the chemicals anymore. So if you're gonna do stuff naturally and have products that works for you, and they're not available in this country if I bought the products here, it would still cost about the same. So why not give the money to people who actually could use it? That's how I think about it.
Oh, okay. But I mean, Chuck, you there? Chuck's in and out, man.
Yeah, I'm here. No, I'm here. I'm here. No, I put the mute on.
Oh, no, I just want to know, like, how can we make money and passive income off this hair market, man? That's the end of we're coming down to the end of the show. How can we really make money off this, man? What can we do, man? As people, not just I don't we got to say black people because we are behind on wealth, but people in general, man. How can we make money off this? Whoever's watching this show, man. What do you think?
Oh, just to do our research, man. I mean, like cosmetic beauty and cosmetics. That's I mean, Madam C.J. Walker. She didn't start that just because it was a couple of coins in her pockets. Nah, she was a millionaire from hair products and stuff. I mean, if we do our research as far as understanding our hair texture, our body makeup, our pH basically. Because not everybody of color have the same we have the same skin type, or some have oily skin, some has that real dry skin. But then if you're trying to use like cocoa butter or shea butter, it's crazy because people have nut allergies, and then avocado oil and it's a research. We have to seriously sit down, do our research. I mean, you don't have to test on animals. You don't have to make use yourself as a guinea pig, but do your research. I mean, you got the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
You got word of mouth. You can if you know somebody in the industry as far as a beautician, a barber, somebody that does makeup and stuff, just reach out to them. Actually, pick their brain. See if they'll share their some of their knowledge. That's the best thing I can tell you, man, because I don't have any hair, like I said, cocoa butter, was my best friend, or that and Vaseline in the wintertime. That's my best friend, man, because I have no hair. So, in the wintertime, after a nice shave, I throw my hot towel on or whatever, throw my cocoa butter on, my Vaseline, depending on if I'm gonna be at home, I might rub the cocoa butter on. If I know I'm about to go out and I know I'm about to be out in the elements, I just rub a little Vaseline on my head, man, keep pushing. As far as my beard, I use shea butter, but then, there's different type of beard balms out there where, some have alcohol, some don't, some have beeswax in it, some don't. You got African, black castor oil. Some might have black seed oil. It's a research basically. That's that's what that's what my main thing. Do your research. We got to do our research. We gotta ask questions. Try to ask the right questions.
True. SP, man.
Because
oh, I thought you was
finished. Because it's like this. No, I'm sorry. One last thing. Because it's like this. There's no dumb questions when it comes to research. There's never a dumb question when it comes to research with something you want to learn. It's never a dumb question. So ask them, do your research. Hey, you got, like I said, the World Wide Web is out there for a reason. You utilize it.
SP, how can we, make passive income? Excuse me, off the hair market.
Well, it's a lot of women that have taken the time to actually develop hair care products and skincare products, and it's just a matter of even
Sound like she broke up, man. You good?
Oh Lord, I'm on. Yo, SP, you there? Chuck, you there? Anybody? Hello, anybody there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm just saying. It sounded like I guess she sounded like she might have was breaking up.
Then I'm on mute. I'm on mute, and you're not telling me I'm on mute. No one's talking. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? No one's talking. No, you're not telling me I'm on mute. I gotta go. But
the main thing,
right,
but the main thing, right? We gotta network more. We gotta network. That's the thing. Like she said, you have a lot. You have a lot of women that have created their own skincare and hair care products. We're not networking. We're not sharing that information. We're not passing that on. Passing it on to our sisters and cousins, or even with the men care. Guys like to take care of their skin too. We don't just throw soap and water on our grills. Some of us like to exfoliate, whatnot. Throw a little toner. That's not my cup of tea. Me and Cocoa Butter. We became we've been best friends since I was a knee high to a grasshopper. So.
Yo, but before SP got cut off and we had like 10 minutes of no talking, right? Anyway, I put up this clip saying, barbers are, like graffiti artists now, man. Dudes are laying down. I'm serious, barbers are like graffiti artists, man. You see it in the video. You saw how like these dudes are spraying hair on people, fading and doing all type of weird line. It's crazy. It's amazing though. Like it is amazing how far we got. We started with the George Washington wigs and then men wearing skirts and men wearing pink first. Then how the world works and how we're conditioned to whatever they want us to believe in, and whatever they want us to consume, we consume. And this hair is not a fad. I'm glad my mother did say it's a fad. It's not a fad. This thing is not a fad. It's getting bigger and bigger now. Like I said, men are starting to do it now. So it's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy, man. But yeah, man, like you said, Chuck, man, you right answers. You gotta research and get into it. Like if you gotta have the passion for it too, I think. And some people, if they got the revenge passion and they just want to get into it somehow, just make money. If you got the money, research, and if you got the money, let people that's passionate about it, spend the money on them to get into the business and figure it out, and then make you more money, and then make them money. You know what I'm saying? Let them work for you or something, like, because we gotta get into this pot. Billions of dollars, Chuck, man. I'm talking about billions. You're talking about passive income. We can make a lot of passive income, man, off hair. It's a big business, man. It's huge, man. This dude finally come back on like we about to leave. You on mute again,
No.
man. You on mute. We just we on mute. You on mute.
I had the kids that just jumped in. That's why.
Oh, tell
I
the
took,
kids
I turned the camera off. They said, "What's up?" They said, "Hi." I know that. I just, turned the camera off because they were, I mean, I got carried.
I know it's kids, man. We know about kids, man. You don't say we get
it. They all in the picture. That's why I turned the camera off.
Nah, they cool.
But
we get out of here. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But like you said, we do our research. We got to do our research, and we got to network. We got to ask. Like I said, there's no dumb question. Ask the questions. Yeah. Some people don't want. Some people don't want to answer questions. Oh well, okay. We go to the next person. You'll find somebody that's willing to to share share their secrets or give you a little insight on how to start certain aspects in business.
Yeah, no, you're right, 100%, man. Let's get out of here, man. Let's promote, and then say something positive. You want to start it off, or you want me to start it off?
You can go ahead, man.
All right, man. So promoting the Passive Podcast and the hoodies, man. Go get your hoodie, man. They on sale, 15% off. TOP5, top 5 on Teespring. Look in the description or look everywhere where I'm at. Look at my link tree, man. They there. Top 5 TOP5 for the 15% off for the hoodies and for everything on the website too. So support the show, and we do this for free. Support the show. We love you. We love everybody. We love the subjects, man. That's my Cevere app's there. You can link us there too. And I split the money in front, with the dudes. I split the money in front of, what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We a team here, we family. Support the gear, you know what I'm saying? Monkey Nuts, man, Cincerely Yours, all that stuff. And you know what I'm saying? For positive, man, like there's a lot of things going on in this world, man. I know we're talking about here, we made it funny, we made a couple jokes. Somebody we know is actually gonna try it out. So we're supporting him, man. So we're gonna see what happens, man. If he does, if he doesn't, we still support him. If he don't get it, we support him on that way too. So I'm all about supporting my family, my friends, man, people around me, man, and being happy, man. We only got one life that we know of. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in the spiritual energy, but we only got one life that I know of right now. I know of that, you know what I'm saying? So let's live it. Love over hate. Practice more love than hate, man. What up? All right, Chuck, let's close this out, baby.
If you like and support this video, man, share it. Get the word out there. You got 3 brothers, a couple of guests here and there. We just talk about what's on our mind, things that, to try to put some more coins in your pockets, give you some ideas. I can promote my wife's jewelry. She's taking a break on it at the moment, but it's New Creations 21.
Yeah, still promote it.
She had she has a mental block at the moment. She said she's going to
still sell the classic ones that she got. She got the classic ones.
She still got the classics. But check them out. New Creations 21 on Etsy. As far as positive, man, it's getting nippy out there, man. It's too cold to be studied, out there, musty and all this other stuff. Conduct your personal hygiene, man, or something, I mean, please do, because like they said, your first impression is your best and lasting impression. I mean, you don't want to walk up on nobody and you smell like you just came out of the onion factory or whatnot.
Or that's a personal joke. They got no doubt.
I'm just saying, just conduct your personal hygiene. Do what makes you happy. Don't listen to what the naysayers, and the negative Nellies have to say. Do what makes you happy. Do what you think is right, and try to make today better than the next day.
True.
Or make the next day better than today. Excuse me. I've not messed that up.
Nah, don't worry about it, man. I want to thank everybody that was on the show.
So good evening, every time y'all watching this.
What is that? Somebody, how am I talking? Yeah, this is crazy. This is weird. But I want to thank all the everybody came on the show. Knicks for life, Powaful Impak, SP, Chris. You know what I'm saying?
Was that your Friday show you got playing in the background?
Nah, my mom's aunt came by, man. Rain the rapper, go check him out, man. I was just fucking around playing shit. I was gonna play some music. I was just gonna
But
I
we
was
also
gonna
on the various
just
other
messing around, just
places.
messing around. But
Damn it.
let's get out of here, man. Let's who's gonna take us out? Yeah, all right, y'all. We out of here.
Whoever you got, man. Whoever you got.
It's Poison Clan. Do the Jerry Curl. Do the
Oh,
Jerry
Lord.
Curl. Let's get out of here, y'all. Peace out. Thanks for joining, man. Thanks for watching.